dalam subtopic 1 ni source of funding lah. In a source of funding, okay, normally we do like realistic projection 1 to 5 years lah, tapi normally memang 5 years lah paling minimum kita buat. Okay, because bila 5 years tu, it will give owner or vendor any idea of possible revenue, cost and profit margin. So kat sini kita tentukan berapa banyak capital yang kita perlukan, berapa banyak lagi capital yang kita perlu cari, and then berapa banyak revenue yang kita akan dapat for the first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year. So bila kita akan dapat return of capital back and etc. That's why kita kata normally memang 5 years lah, jarang orang buat 1 years. Okay, so 5 years. Okay, the second one, this is a guideline for developing financial projection. Okay, the first one macam kita cakap tadi, figure must be realistic. Okay, kita kena ada realistic figure, which is kita letak kita punya cost tinggi tapi revenue rendah. Sebab kita kena fikir, the cost might be changing from year to years. Kan? Sudden ada GST and then June takkan ada GST. So dia kata it might change. Okay? And then all cost and revenue estimated should be used. So bila kita letak all cost, so kita kena guna semua. Okay? Cost yang kita letak tu lah. And then monthly and seasonal fluctuation must be shown. Ni macam saya cakap tadi lah. Start bulan Jun takkan ada GST. So kita kena tengok lah kalau seasonal fluctuation berlaku ke, kalau cost barang tu tinggi ke, kita kena letak lah. Kita tak boleh cakap the cost, kita ambil average cost, tak boleh. Kita kena ambil the real cost. Okay, figure must be double check. When we are doing accounting ataupun matematik, so kita tengok figure tu, kadang-kadang macam kita tekan calculator kan, bisa tinggal 1 kosong and what not. So kita kena double check balik. Okay, kita punya account. Then need to be review for others, maksudnya when you are doing your account ataupun you're doing your financial projection, you must get review from others lah. So the others can give feedback and sometimes kita boleh betulkan apa yang salah lah. Okay, dalam kita punya financial projection. Okay, this is how we want to impress the investor and banker lah. Kalau kita nak impress diorang, kita kena ada well planned financial projection. And what kind of component that we need to put in your financial projection to impress the investor and banker? Okay, first, amount of invested required. So, berapa banyak capital yang kita perlukan daripada pihak luar. Okay, and then second, timing of investment capital. So, berapa banyak kita kata kat sini. Okay, kau tengok sini, timing of investment capital. So, berapa banyak kita akan dapat balik duit tu, bila kita akan dapat duit yang kita nak invest tu. Okay, maksudnya adakah tahun pertama, tahun kedua, tahun ketiga, berapa persen daripada duit yang kita invest tu kita akan dapat balik. And then the third one, we must put a cash flow projection. Duit masuk, duit keluar, okay, kita kena tunjuk lah, barulah dia akan tengok, oh, kemana duit capital tu diguna, ke arah apa, and then apa, what kind of revenue at the end yang dia akan dapat. And then dia nak tengok juga seasonal fluctuation and possible need for seasonal input of capital. Okay, for example, like Hari Raya, when you want to sell like kuih raya, during Hari Raya, the cost, dia kata cost of raw material much more higher rather than other month lah. Maksudnya lagi harga dia akan lebih, kita kata apa, mahal berbanding dengan bulan-bulan yang lain. Contohnya bila Ramadan dengan Syawal tu, barangan kuih raya tu dia akan mahal sikit. Contoh tepung, telur, chocolate chip and so on. Tapi mungkin after Syawal, the need ataupun kita kata the cost of raw material for doing kuih raya might be kita kata going down, maksudnya akan turun lah. So kita kata yang tu pun kita kena letak in detail. And then budgeting requirement for each month, for each projection, for each project that we want to do pun we need to put in our financial projection lah in detail. Okay, so okay, this is the second subtopic. Okay, dalam business plan pun kita dah sebut dah sebenarnya. Okay, kita dah sebut dah benda ni. Okay, it's on number 2. Okay, which is item number 2, ownership. So kita akan sebut balik, okay, dalam ni lah. Okay, study various type of organisation. Dia sama macam ownership lah sebenarnya. Okay, so let's see. Okay, this one kita ada types of organisation lah. Okay, the first one is sole proprietorship ataupun dalam bahasa Melayunya pemilikan tunggal. This one is basically the oldest and widest use around the world. So ini adalah yang paling tua sekali yang digunakan lah. It's easy to start and easy to dissolve sebab it's only owned by one person. Maksudnya macam kita dengar tadi, sebenarnya pemilikan tunggal of course owned by one person. he or she will liable for the liable of debt of business. Maksudnya, kalau lah business tu bankrupt, so dia yang bertanggungjawab ke atas business tersebut lah. So, dia kena bayar balik lah. Okay. So, kita akan tengok pro and con ataupun advantages and disadvantages of sole proprietorship. Okay, the pro is ataupun advantages, owner have complete control in the company. Okay, because we are the only kita kata owner in the company, of course we can make any kind of decision. Okay, the second advantage, sales of transfer is under owner judgment. So if we want to do any kind of transaction, so the judgment, the decision is made by the owner itself. Okay, owner itself. So we don't get judgment from others because we are the only one. Maksudnya the only owner in the organisation. So for sole proprietorship, the advantages is no corporate tax needed to be paid. Kita hanya perlu bayar, kita kata macam personal income lah. Maksudnya personal income dekat LHDN. Tak perlu bayar corporate tax. Kita bayar personal income tax lah. Okay, and then few formal requirement because we are the only owner in the organisation, so we don't have a formalities. So dia kata the types of this type of organisation is more quite and easy. Dia selalu macam kedai runcit lah. Dia owner, dia lah pekerja. So that's why tak ada lah formal requirement. Dia tak nak buka kerja, dia tak payah isi hurang. Sebab apa? Dia yang boss. So dia inform diri dia saja, dia tak nak kerja. Okay, con ataupun dia punya disadvantage, owner liable for business debt. If anything happen to the business, so of course owner need to pay every kind of debt that available. Sometimes dia akan guna duit sendirilah. Okay, the second one is risky for owner as he the only one with the responsibility towards any decision. So proprietorship disadvantage when you cannot make any decision, so it's quite risky lah for the company. Because kita kata anything happen in the company, owner will take responsibilities. Okay, sama dengan third one lah, all responsibilities and decision is under owner hand. Okay, and then investor normally won't invest in sole proprietorship. Jarang sangat investor nak invest dalam sole proprietorship sebab kalau sole proprietorship ni normally dia small shop, so dia punya return akan jadi small jugalah. Dia bukannya high return, so dia kita kata lower return. So jarang investor nak invest. Okay, the second one is partnership. Okay, partnership is normally partnership is normally relationship ataupun company that have two or more person of owner that run the business together. Okay, they contribute money, labor, skill and share the profit and losses. Okay, we have two types of partnership. First one is general partnership. Second one is limited partnership. So I will explain to you one by one regarding general and limited partnership. So as you can see here, okay, general partnership is maksudnya they are draw the agreement. Maksudnya each of the participant or the partner in the company must willing to give money, labor, skill and they share the profit and loss together. But for limited partnership, okay, they are not basically working in the organisation. They only want to have the profit from the company. Maksudnya dia hanya bagi duit, dia tak bagi tenaga, tapi dia nak share profit, tapi kalau boleh loss tu dia tak nak share. Itu adalah limited partnership. Okay, that's the difference between general partnership and limited partnership. Okay, maksudnya daripada segi contribution, daripada segi sharing, they are different. Okay, so this is advantages and disadvantages of partnership. Okay, the advantages is partnership is still types of company that low cost to organize. Okay, kita tengok sini memang mudah lagi lah nak organize dan cost yang diperlukan pun agak rendah. And then record keeping is quite easy lah, dia tak ada lah seteruk macam cooperation. Okay, owner can deduct losses from personal income. This one kita kata the advantages is bila kita kena buat dua tax kan, so kita boleh deduct loss from personal income lah. Owner must file just one tax return. So owner tu dia hanya perlu file satu je dekat LHDN, sama ada personal income ataupun corporate. Bukan corporate, kita kata business income. So salah satu pun dah cukup. Okay. The disadvantages, okay, owner personally liable for all debts and judgment against the business. So dia sama macam sole proprietorship lah, di mana owner tu yang bertanggungjawab terhadap hutang-hutang lah. And then second, all profit are taxed personally to the owner. So kalau partnership ni dia sama macam sole proprietorship jugalah, maksudnya dia tax dalam personal income. And then difficult to attract additional investors. Sebab apa, kita dah ada partnership kan. So kalau nak enter tu, sometimes investor afraid sebab dia orang tak boleh bagi decision sebab dia orang baru. So that's why kita kata this type of organisation, this type of company sama macam sole proprietorship, dia difficult untuk attract ataupun kita kata nak ada investor baru. Okay, each partner can bind the other and cause problem to others. Yes, maksudnya partnership ni dia binding between one partner to second partner. So kenapa kita cakap macam tu? If anything happen, contohlah it's a real story So macam kita boleh cakap, okay, previously like my uncle, dia ada company. So dia punya partner guna nama dia untuk beli kereta. So anything happen, maksudnya kereta tu tak dibayar tapi atas nama company, so yang kena bayar tu is my uncle lah. Okay, and then but partnership is different because they don't get a full tax benefit. Okay, so let's see the third one. Okay, the third types of organization is corporation. Okay, corporation ni a formal business structure lah. It's very difficult to form because it's operate under the law of state, and then they separate legal entity from its stockholder. Maksudnya separate legal entity ni dia tak satukan. Personal is personal, shareholder is shareholder, stockholder is stockholder. Maksudnya dia berbeza lah. Dia tak macam partnership dengan sole proprietorship tadi. Okay, advantages and disadvantages of corporation. The first one is the advantages is limited liability lah. Okay, maksudnya liability terhadap kita kata share partner dalam corporation tu is different from one time to kita kata limited lah. Dia tak burden dengan liability, dengan hutang tu lah. Okay, and then the second one is perpetual existence. So kenapa kita kata perpetual existence kat sini? Okay, sebab kalau kita dah buat corporation, kita nak dissolve, it's very, kita kata it's not easy, it's not an easy task. So that's why kita kata dia akan berada lama lah. Maksudnya dia akan berada lama dalam market tu lah. And then separate legal entity, maksudnya they separatekan between personal and business. And then sometimes advantage dia additional capital required. So bila additional capital required, maksudnya dia boleh dapat, kita kata, investor. And then they have more tax option. Maksudnya siapa yang kerja dalam corporation ni, dia bagi modal dan dia pun workers on the corporation itself. Dia boleh pilih sama ada nak bayar personal income atau tax income lah. Tapi diorang kadang-kadang corporation kena bayar asing, personal income kena bayar asing lah sebab diorang terima gaji kan. Okay, then the disadvantages, expenses are higher of course. Bila corporation company besar, kita kata dia punya expenses lagi tinggi. Second, they need to operate under law of state. So bila dia operate under law of state ni, banyaklah dia punya rules and regulation. Then we are required to fill 2 tax return. So this is the problem lah, 2 kali tax. And then we need to have additional paperwork. Kenapa kita cakap kita kena ada additional paperwork? Sebab kita kena cari investor. And then banyak lah sebab corporation ni, sebab dia punya stakeholder bukan setakat shareholder tapi stakeholder and shareholder. And then strictly under state requirement. So apa-apa pun kita kena ikut law lah. Okay, under state requirement. Okay, so this one kita akan move to government rules for getting approval. Okay, the third subtopic. Okay, so the first one, kalau boleh tengok, guideline on application for travel agency by Ministry of Tourism. So you guys can basically turn into page 42 and you guys can read by your own what kind of, kita kata, guideline for new travel agency to apply. Boleh? Okay, so saya tak nak terang panjang-panjang. Okay, the second one, if qualified or approved, Ministry will granted 2 months to enable the preparation of operating premises, including, okay, kat sini maksudnya bila kita dah approve, so Ministry akan bagi 2 bulan lah. Okay, 2 bulan kita kata tempoh lah percubaan. First, kita kena cari office rental agreement. Second, kena cari floor plan. So, kita kena lukis floor plan lah. The third one, kita kena photograph of premises and then certificate of membership kalau ada lah, maksudnya optional lah this one. Okay, so ni adalah rental agreement. Kita cakap bukti lah berapa lama and so on. Baru kita boleh hantar dekat Ministry of Tourism. Ini adalah kita kata floor plan. Kita nak service ataupun jumpa customer service kat mana, and then kita nak toilet dekat mana, and then kita kata room for discussion tu dekat mana. So ni kena ada lah. Okay, and then kena ada gambar travel agency lah, depan, dalam dan sebagainya. Okay, so the next one is information on setting up travel agency. For this one, okay, you guys can turn into page 43. Okay, this one I will explain a bit. Okay, tak banyak pun. Okay, the name of company must, the first one, kalau tengok kat sini the name of the company must be significant with the two operating of travel agency. Macam kita belajar dalam business. Nama tu kena significant dengan produk dan servis yang kita jual lah. Kalau kedai makan, kita kena menjurus kepada kedai makan, tak boleh cakap apa ni, kedai makan laundry Sdn Bhd. So it doesn't make sense. Okay, types of business license, kita ada 3 jenis sebenarnya. For operating business inbound, outbound dengan ticketing. So mana yang kita nak? Okay, the third one, kita kena provide working paper, business plan yang earlier tadi kita dah discuss, so tak payah discuss balik. Yang ni saya nak explain sikit, total paid up capital. For Malaysian, so 100% lah, tak ada masalah. Okay, kalau tengok dalam buku tu Malaysian, saya tak letak berapa, so maksudnya 100% lah. Okay, kalau ada foreign equity, so kita nak ada investor daripada luar. Okay, maximum 30% for non-Asian country, 30% je dia boleh pegangan saham dalam travel agency lah. Okay, manakala Asian countries is up to 49%. Dia tak nak pegangan orang Malaysia ni lagi rendah. Okay, so however, foreign company, not individual, are allowed to hold 100% equity for inbound license only. Sebenarnya kalau negara luar, kan travel agency dia nak buka travel agency kat Malaysia, diorang boleh je buka travel agency dengan 100% equity, maksudnya saham 100% daripada negara luar. Tapi syarat dia boleh buat inbound tourism saja, maksudnya orang luar masuk ke dalam. Okay, itu saja. Then a company with shareholder and members of the board holding foreign equity are not eligible for outbound tourism. Maksudnya kat sini dia cakap kalau company tu memang ada pegangan saham daripada members ataupun foreign equity, so diorang tak boleh buat outbound. Diorang boleh buat ticketing dan inbound saja, 2 saja. Okay, paid up capital requirement number 5. Okay, kalau kita tengok kat sini, paling rendah 50k kalau untuk inbound. Kalau kita nak buat inbound dengan ticketing, kalau kita nak buat ticketing saja dia 100k. Okay, maksudnya 100k lah kita perlukan modal. Okay, tapi kalau kita nak combine inbound dengan ticketing tadi, dia 150k. Kalau kita nak combine semua yang ada, tiga-tiga dia 200k. Okay, so maksudnya kat sini, tapi for foreign company, equity, memang dia kena bayar up to 250k. Maksudnya lebih daripada, kita kata Malaysian company, ataupun Malaysian travel agency. Okay guys, so that's all for this week. Okay, so, okay, because bila 5 years tu, it will give owner or vendor any idea of possible revenue, cost and profit margin. So kat sini kita tentukan berapa banyak capital yang kita perlukan, banyak lagi capital yang kita perlu cari, and then berapa banyak revenue yang kita akan dapat for the first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year. So bila kita akan dapat return of capital back and etc. That's why kita kata normally memang 5 years lah, jarang orang buat 1 year. Okay, so 5 years. Okay, the second one, this is a guideline for developing financial projection. Okay, the first one macam kita cakap tadi, figure must be realistic. Okay, kita kena ada realistic figure, which is kita letak kita punya cost tinggi tapi revenue rendah. Sebab kita kena fikir, the cost might be changing from year to years. Kan? Sudden ada GST, and then June takkan ada GST. So kita kata, it might change. Okay? And then all cost and revenue estimated should be used. So, bila kita letak all cost, so kita kena guna semua. Okay? Cost yang kita letak tu lah. And then monthly and seasonal fluctuation must be shown. Ni macam saya cakap tadi lah, start bulan Jun takkan ada GST. So kita kena tengok lah kalau seasonal fluctuation berlaku ke, kalau kos barang tu tinggi kan, kita kena letak lah, kita tak boleh lah cakap the cost, kita ambil average cost, tak boleh, kita kena ambil the real cost. Okay, figure must be double check. When we are doing accounting ataupun matematik, so kita tengok figure tu, kadang-kadang macam kita tekan calculator kan, bisa tinggal 10 and what not. So kita kena double check balik, okay, kita punya account. Then need to be review for others, maksudnya when you are doing your account ataupun you are doing your financial projection, you must get review from others lah. So the others can give feedback and sometimes kita boleh betulkan apa yang salah lah. Okay, dalam kita punya financial projection. Okay, this is how we want to impress the investor and banker lah. Kalau kita nak impress dia orang, kita kena ada well planned financial projection. And what kind of component that we need to put in your financial projection to impress the investor and banker? Okay, first, amount of invested required. So, berapa banyak capital yang kita perlukan daripada pihak luar. Okay, and then second, timing of investment capital. So, berapa banyak kita kata kat sini. Okay, kau tengok sini, timing of investment capital. So, berapa banyak kita akan dapat balik duit tu, bila kita akan dapat duit yang kita nak invest tu. Okay, maksudnya adakah tahun pertama, tahun kedua, tahun ketiga, berapa persen daripada duit yang kita invest tu kita akan dapat balik. And then the third one, we must put a cash flow projection. Duit masuk, duit keluar, okay, kita kena tunjuk lah, barulah dia akan tengok, oh, kemana duit capital tu diguna, ke arah apa, and then apa, what kind of revenue at the end yang dia akan dapat. And then dia nak tengok juga seasonal fluctuation and possible need for seasonal input of capital. Okay, for example, like Hari Raya, when you want to sell like kuih raya during Hari Raya, the cost, dia kata cost of raw material they are much more higher rather than other month lah. Maksudnya lagi harga dia akan lebih, kita kata apa, mahal berbanding dengan bulan-bulan yang lain. Contohnya bila Ramadan dengan Syawal tu barangan kuih raya tu dia akan mahal sikit, contoh tepung, telur, chocolate chip and so on. Tapi mungkin after Syawal, the need ataupun kita kata the cost of raw material for doing kuih raya might be kita kata going down, maksudnya akan turun lah. So kita kata yang tu pun kita kena letak in detail. And then budgeting requirement for each month, for each projection, for each project that we want to do pun we need to put in our financial projection lah in detail. Okay, so okay, this is the second subtopic. Okay, dalam business plan pun kita dah sebut dah sebenarnya. Okay, kita dah sebut dah benda ni. Okay, it's on number 2. Okay, which is item number 2, ownership. So kita akan sebut balik, okay, dalam ni lah. Okay, study various type of organisation. Dia sama macam ownership lah sebenarnya. Okay, so let's see. Okay, this one kita ada types of organisation lah. Okay, the first one is sole proprietorship ataupun dalam bahasa Melayunya pemilikan tunggal. This one is basically the oldest and widest use around the world. So ini adalah yang paling tua sekali yang digunakan lah. It's easy to start and easy to dissolve sebab it's only owned by one person. Maksudnya macam kita dengar tadi, sebenarnya pemilikan tunggal of course owned by one person. He or she will liable for the liable of debt of business. Maksudnya kalau lah business tu bankrupt, so dia yang bertanggungjawab ke atas business tersebut lah. So dia kena bayar balik lah. Okay, so kita akan tengok pro and con ataupun advantages and disadvantages of sole proprietorship. Okay, the pro is ataupun advantages, owner have complete control in the company. Okay, because we are the only kita kata owner in the company, of course we can make any kind of decision. Okay, the second advantage, sales of transfer is under owner judgment. So if we want to do any kind of transaction, so the judgment, the decision is made by the owner itself. Okay, owner itself. So we don't get judgment from others because we are the only one. Maksudnya the only owner in the organization. So for sole proprietorship, the advantages is no corporate tax needed to be paid. Kita hanya perlu bayar, kita kata macam personal income lah. Maksudnya personal income dekat LHDN. Tak perlu bayar corporate tax. Kita bayar personal income tax lah. Okay, and then few formal requirement because we are the only owner in the organisation, so we don't have a formalities. So dia kata the types of this type of organisation is more quite and easy. Dia selalu macam kedai runcit lah. Dia owner, dia lah pekerja. So that's why tak ada lah formal requirement. Dia tak nak buka kerja, dia tak punya isi orang. Sebab apa? Dia yang boss. So dia inform diri dia saja dia tak nak kerja. Okay, con ataupun dia punya disadvantage, owner liable for business debt. If anything happen to the business, so of course owner need to pay every kind of debt that available. Sometimes dia akan punya duit sendirilah. Okay, the second one is risky for owner as he the only one will responsibility towards any decision. So proprietorship disadvantage when you cannot make any decision, so it's quite risky lah for the company. Because kita kata anything happen in the company, owner will take responsibilities. Okay, sama dengan third one lah, all responsibilities and decision is under owner hand. Okay, and then investor normally want invest in sole proprietorship. Jarang sangat investor nak invest dalam sole proprietorship sebab kalau sole proprietorship ni normally dia small shop, so dia punya return akan jadi small jugalah. Dia bukannya high return, so dia kita kata lower return. So jarang investor nak invest. Okay, the second one is partnership. Okay, partnership is normally partnership is normally relationship ataupun company that have two or more person of owner that run the business together. Okay, they contribute money, labor, skill and share the profit and losses. Okay, we have two types of partnership. First one is general partnership. Second one is limited partnership. So I will explain to you one by one regarding general and limited partnership. So as you can see here, okay, general partnership is maksudnya they are draw the agreement. Maksudnya each of the participant or the partner in the company must willing to give money, labor, skill and they share the profit and loss together. But for limited partnership, okay, they are not basically working in the organisation. They only want to have the profit from the company. Maksudnya dia hanya bagi duit, dia tak bagi tenaga, tapi dia nak share profit, tapi kalau boleh loss tu dia tak nak share. Itu adalah limited partnership. Okay, that's the difference between general partnership and limited partnership. Okay, maksudnya daripada segi contribution, daripada segi sharing, they are different. Okay, so this is advantages and disadvantages of partnership. Okay, the advantages is partnership is still types of company that low cost to organize. Okay, kita maksudnya memang mudah lagi lah nak organize dan cost yang diperlukan pun agak rendah. And then record keeping is quite easy lah, dia tak ada lah seteruk macam cooperation. Okay, owner can deduct losses from personal income. This one kita kata the advantages is bila kita kena buat dua tax kan, so kita boleh deduct loss from personal income lah. Owner must file just one tax return. So owner tu dia hanya perlu file satu je dekat LHDN, sama ada personal income ataupun corporate, bukan corporate lah, kata business income. So salah satu pun dah cukup. Okay, the disadvantages, okay, owner personally liable for all debts and judgment against the business. So dia sama macam sole proprietorship lah, di mana owner tu yang bertanggungjawab terhadap hutang-hutang lah. And then second, all profit are taxed personally to the owner. So kalau partnership ni dia sama macam sole proprietorship jugalah, maksudnya dia tax dalam personal income. And then difficult to attract additional investors. Sebab apa, kita dah ada partnership kan. So kalau nak enter tu sometimes investor afraid sebab dia orang tak boleh bagi decision sebab dia orang baru. So that's why kita kata this type of organisation, this type of company sama macam sole proprietorship, dia difficult untuk attract ataupun kita kata nak ada investor baru. Okay, Each partner can bind the other and cause problem to others. Yes, maksudnya partnership ni dia binding between one partner to second partner. So kenapa kita cakap macam tu? If anything happen, contohlah, it's a real story So macam kita bercakap, okay, previously like my uncle, dia ada company. So dia punya partner guna nama dia untuk beli kereta. So anything happen, maksudnya kereta tu tak dibayar tapi atas nama company. So yang kena bayar tu is my uncle lah, okay. And then but partnership is different because they don't get a full tax benefit. Okay, so let's see the third one. Okay, the third types of organization is corporation. Okay, corporation ni a formal business structure lah. It's very difficult to form because it's operate under the law of state, and then they separate legal entity from its stockholder. Maksudnya separate legal entity ni dia tak satukan. Personal is personal, shareholder is shareholder, stockholder is stockholder. Maksudnya dia berbeza lah. Dia tak macam partnership dengan sole proprietorship tadi. Okay, advantages and disadvantages of corporation. The first one is the advantages is limited liability lah. Okay, maksudnya liability terhadap kita kata share partner dalam corporation tu is different from one time to kita kata limited lah. Dia tak burden dengan liability, dengan hutang tu lah. Okay, and then the second one is perpetual existence. So kenapa kita kata perpetual existence kat sini? Okay, sebab kalau kita dah buat corporation, kita nak dissolve, it's very, kita kata it's not easy, it's not an easy task. So that's why kita kata dia akan berada lama lah. Maksudnya dia akan berada lama dalam market lah. And then separate legal entity, maksudnya they separatekan between personal and business. And then sometimes advantage dia additional capital required. So bila additional capital required, maksudnya dia boleh dapat, kita kata, investor. And then they have more tax option. Maksudnya siapa yang kerja dalam corporation ni, dia bagi modal dan dia pun workers on the corporation itself. Dia boleh pilih sama dia nak bayar personal income atau tax income lah. Tapi diorang kadang-kadang corporation kena bayar asing, personal income kena bayar asing lah sebab diorang terima gaji kan. Okay, then the disadvantages, expenses are higher of course. Bila corporation company besar, kita kata dia punya expenses lagi tinggi. Second, they need to operate under law of state. So bila dia operate under law of state ni, banyaklah dia punya rules and regulation. Then we are required to fill 2 tax return. So this is the problem lah, 2 kali tax. And then we need to have additional paperwork. Kenapa kita cakap kita kena ada additional paperwork? Sebab kita kena cari investor. And then banyak lah sebab corporation ni, sebab dia punya stakeholder bukan setakat shareholder tapi stakeholder and shareholder. And then strictly under state requirement. So apa-apa pun kita kena ikut law lah. Okay, under state requirement. Okay, so this one kita akan move to government rules for getting approval. Okay, the third subtopic. Okay, so the first one, kalau boleh tengok, guideline on application for travel agency by Ministry of Tourism. So you guys can basically turn into page 42 and you guys can read by your own what kind of, kita kata, guideline for new travel agency to apply. Boleh? Okay, so saya tak nak terang panjang-panjang. Okay, the second one, if qualified or approved, Ministry will granted 2 months to enable the preparation of operating premises, including, okay, kat sini maksudnya bila kita dah approve, so Ministry akan bagi 2 bulan lah. Okay, 2 bulan, kita kata tempoh lah percubaan. First, kita kena cari office rental agreement. Second, kena cari floor plan. So, kita kena lukis floor plan lah. The third one, kita kena photograph of premises, and then certificate of membership kalau ada lah, maksudnya optional lah this one. Okay, so ni adalah rental agreement. Kita cakap bukti lah berapa lama and so on. Baru kita boleh hantar dekat Ministry of Tourism. Ini adalah kita kata floor plan. Kita nak service ataupun jumpa customer service kat mana, and then kita nak toilet dekat mana, and then kita kata room for discussion tu dekat mana. So ni kena ada lah. Okay, and then kena ada gambar travel agency lah, depan, dalam dan sebagainya. Okay, so the next one is information on setting up travel agency. For this one, Okay, you guys can turn into page 43. Okay, this one I will explain a bit. Okay, tak banyak pun. Okay, the name of company must, the first one, kalau tengok kat sini the name of the company must be significant with the tour operating of travel agency. Macam kita belajar dalam business, nama tu kena significant dengan produk dan servis yang kita jual lah. Kalau kedai makan, kita kena menjurus kepada kedai makan, tak boleh cakap kedai makan laundry Sdn Bhd. So it doesn't make sense. Okay, types of business license, kita ada 3 jenis sebenarnya. Tour operating business, inbound, outbound, dengan ticketing. So mana yang kita nak? Okay, the third one, kita kena provide working paper, business plan yang earlier tadi kita dah discuss, so tak payah discuss balik. Yang ni saya nak explain sikit, total paid up capital. For Malaysian, so 100% lah, tak ada masalah. Okay, kalau tengok dalam buku tu Malaysian, saya tak letak berapa, so maksudnya 100% lah. Okay, kalau ada foreign equity, maksudnya kita nak ada investor daripada luar. Okay, maximum 30% for non-Asian country, 30% je dia boleh pegangan saham dalam travel agency lah. Okay, manakala Asian countries is up to 49%. Dia tak nak pegangan orang Malaysia ni lagi rendah. Okay, so however, foreign company, not individual, are allowed to hold 100% equity for inbound license only. Sebenarnya kalau negara luar, kan travel agency dia nak buka travel agency kat Malaysia, diorang boleh je buka travel agency dengan 100% equity, maksudnya saham 100% daripada negara luar. Tapi syarat dia boleh buat inbound tourism saja, maksudnya orang luar masuk ke dalam. Okay, itu saja. Then a company with shareholder and members of the board holding foreign equity are not eligible for outbound tourism. Maksudnya kat sini dia cakap kalau company tu memang ada pegangan saham daripada members ataupun foreign equity, so diorang tak boleh buat outbound, diorang boleh buat ticketing dan inbound saja, 2 saja. Okay, paid up capital requirement number 5. Okay, kalau kita tengok kat sini, paling rendah 50k kalau untuk inbound. Kalau kita nak buat inbound dengan ticketing, kalau kita nak buat ticketing saja dia 100k. Okay, maksudnya 100k lah kita perlukan modal. Okay, tapi kalau kita nak combine inbound dengan ticketing tadi, dia 150k. Kalau kita nak combine semua yang ada, tiga-tiga dia 200k. Okay, so maksudnya kat sini, tapi for foreign company, equity, memang dia kena bayar up to 250k. Maksudnya lebih daripada, kita kata Malaysian company, ataupun Malaysian travel agency. Okay guys, so dia akan take time sikit. Okay, so let's see your slide. Okay, on fourth subtopic, in chapter 4 is IATA rules and regulation for accreditation. So we have another 2 subtopic afterwards. So let's bear with me in chapter 4. So let's start. Okay, so what is IATA? So it's basically, who knows what is IATA? So this is IATA. Okay, IATA is basically is known as International Air Transport Association. Okay, so what does IATA do? Okay, so it serves its active members regarding, maksudnya this is kind of service that they are provided to their members lah. Maksudnya kalau kita nak jadi IATA ni, kita kena ambil exam. The exam is not easy, it's quite tough. And then, so bila kita ada this certificate, it's quite good for our company lah. Maksudnya kita punya reputation, kita punya image. Okay, so it serves ticket distribution so that the travel agency can basically distribute the ticket. Second, travel agency can process the ticket. And the third one, settlement of financial and accounting matters. And then appoint a travel agency to issue a ticket. This is kind of services that they are given to the travel agency lah. Okay, that maksudnya travel agency in Malaysia that want to issue a ticket must be appointed by IATA lah. So maksudnya we must have the certificate first, and then baru kita boleh kita kata issue tiket ataupun keluarkan tiket tu. And then there are rules and regulation as per stated in IATAN Travel Agency Handbook that travel agency must follow. So maksudnya ada certain kita kata certain rules and regulation that we must follow. So what kind of regulation we must follow? Okay, so you guys can see. So to see what is the rules and regulation, you guys can turn into page 44 and 45. I will explain few only, not all, because we have like 14 rules and regulation. I guess you guys can read by your own. Okay, so let's start with the first one lah. Okay, An application for recognition shall be addressed to director, agency, investigation panel, IATA. So maksudnya we need to apply lah. We need to apply and get recognition from the director and IATA itself. Okay, and then second, number 5, the agency must have financial credibility. So maksudnya if you want to apply for IATA certification, the company must be well known and have a good financial stability lah. Okay, and then number 8, ability to generate business. Maksudnya if we are well-known travel agency, of course we can generate the business. So rules and regulation for IATA certification holder is you can generate business lah. Okay, and then number 14, the recognition granted by IATA shall not automatically entitle the travel agency tour to be approved by other organisation and association. Maksudnya kat sini IATA tak nak orang menggunakan nama dia orang. So kita kata kat sini dia tak entitled untuk apa-apa approval lah. So maksudnya dia hanya boleh distribute tiket, kita kata printing tiket, tapi commission is received by given by IATA to the company itself. Okay, so itulah antaranya. Okay, question ni macam, does IATA license required for travel agency license application? So maksudnya kalau we want to apply for travel agency license, kita nak buka travel agency kat Malaysia, we are not required to have IATA license. Yang saya kata tadi, this is optional certification. Kalau ada bagus, which is good lah. Okay, so this is our 5th subtopic in chapter 4. Okay, is documentation. Okay, so let's see. Okay, documentation. Okay, so you guys can turn into page 45 and 46. Okay, so nampak sangat kan, Madam malas nak buat slide. Tapi it's okay, you guys can open your book, okay, and see. Okay, so kalau tengok kat sini, this is the document needed lah when you want to open travel agency lah. So Company Act 1965, okay, 65 by ROC ataupun ROR, Company of Memorandum and Article of Association, Form 9, okay, Form 13, Form 24, Form 25, Form 32A, Form 41. So the explanation about the form is given next to the name of the form, so you guys can see by your own. And then number 9, copy of shareholder certificate, 2 recent passport size or photograph. Kalau kita nak deal dengan umrah kena 3 pula. So copies of academic certificate, letter of certifying experience of BOD, networking, business contact letter with foreign travel agency. Kalau kita work with foreign travel agency lah, kalau umrah memang kena ada lah. And then outbound package offered if applicable. So kalau nak luar negara, that's why kita kena ada lah. Supporting letter from related parties. Yang ni macam tadi lah, certification kalau ada, kalau tak ada tak payah. Okay, so itu sahaja kot. Documentation is very easy and short. Okay, the 6th